Have you ever thought, why do I suck at fantasy football? Welcome. This is the Commissioner Fantasy Football Podcast.
All right, I'm going live to do a quick sit and start for this week, for week one. Just, it's been pretty busy here, so I work weekends now, and so I work every other weekend. So Saturdays and Sundays are busy, so I'm trying to get this going. What's up, Danny? Doing a quick recording because I don't have time to do anything else. So Danny's been telling me, hey, where's the sit and start? So I'm going to do it tonight. I'm going to record this and put it on the Instagram. And so you have any questions, I think there, and then I can, I can say, you can post questions in there and I can maybe answer. So I'm doing sit and starts for week one. I'll start with the Eagles at Falcons. If somebody disagrees with me on there, let me know. Eagles at Falcons. Falcons defense, I don't think it's great. We'll have to see, but so I definitely like Jalen Hurts is a good start. Miles Sanders, if you drafted him, you have to start him. This is the week to start him. Devonta Smith, same thing. I think he might be a decent start. And Goddard, if you got a tight end pretty late, it's a good guy to start, especially in this matchup. For the Falcons, look, you start Matt Ryan, you start Mike Davis, you start Ridley, and you start Pitts. These are the guys you drafted pretty high. So unless you have some better players to sit, go ahead and sit them. But that's the first game. So then we all go Steelers at Bills. Bills defense should be good, but I think Ben will come out and he'll have to throw the ball. He'll have to at some point he'll have to dish it out. So I think Ben, you probably don't have to start him because you probably have a better quarterback. So if you're not in a pinch, if you're in a super flex league or two quarterback league, I have Ben in a league like that, and I'm starting him because there's no other starters. Yeah, Najee Harris. You start Najee Harris and you don't look back. Just as long as he's not injured, you start him. Deontay Johnson, Juju, and Claypool. I think Juju might be a little better, maybe PPR. We'll see what this offense looks like. There's a new coordinator. So there's going to be a lot of ifs, so you might be disappointed this week with the Steelers offense, especially against a good defense. So expectations low. Bills, like Josh Allen, Diggs, and for me, I think Singletary might have a good game. So I know there's a lot of talks about the way he looks, his shape. He's in good shape now. I think he lost some weight. He looks faster, quicker. He looks better than Moss. So as you see, if you go look in rankings, Moss has come down, Singletary. But this team does not like to run because Josh Allen runs. So in deeper leagues, I would start Singletary. I have Singletary. I'm not going to start him. I have better options this week. Vikings at Bengals. Vikings, it's the most simplest. You start Cook, you start Thielen, and you start Jefferson. And Cousins, if like two quarterback leagues, if you're in there in a super flex league, start Cousins. But if not, don't. For the Bengals, I have Joe Burrow in one league, and he's my only quarterback. I don't want to get another quarterback off the waivers, so I'm starting him. I'm not happy about it this week, but hopefully he looks like Dak. Dak looked amazing yesterday. I was scared to start Dak, but he looked good. He's back to his normal self. He's not running the ball as much. Maybe that's a good thing, but that guy can throw. And Burrow last year showed that he can throw the ball. So I'm starting him. Not happy about it, but you start Mixon. Boyd in PPR is a good start. I think he's going to be right in the middle for Burrow to throw the ball. So that's a good, decent start. And Higgins. I'm going to wait off on DeMarcus Tree. I'm going to wait off on Chase. Just because I want to see what this offense looks like, especially against a good defense. But if you drafted Chase, you probably drafted him late, so he's probably on your bench. Boyd is a sleeper, Danny. I agree. In PPR leagues, I think Boyd might be the best wide receiver on that team. He's got the most experience. I think he plays in the slot more, And it's going to be, when Burrow can't throw to Chase or Higgins down the line, middle of the field, Boyd will be there. All right, 49ers at the Lions. Kittle, Mostert is a good start. Sermon is risky just because we don't know. But you could start him. Ayuk, look, if you have Ayuk in the leagues, look about it for his injuries. He has some injuries going on right before, so if he's good to go, I'll start Ayuk. I think Ayuk is way better than Deebo Samuel, so I wouldn't start Deebo, but if Ayuk is out, start Samuel. For the Lions, look, Swift looks like he's good to go, so I start Swift. Yeah, right. Yeah, I think Mostert's Danny's on. You're on there, dude. Mostert will, I think this week it will go off, especially against the Lions. But there's always that one game that might surprise you, and I think this might be a surprising game. But Swift and Hawkinson are the only people I'm going to start for the Lions. I forget Matthew Stafford's no longer there, so it's kind of sad. I'm kind of used to Matthew Stafford being there. Cardinals at Titans, Cards, Murray, Hopkins, Edmonds. Everybody else I want to see. I want to see how Christian Kirk and Moore are integrated into that offense, and also A.J. Green. So I don't want to start any of them, but we want to see what they look like. For the Titans, Tannehill I think is a decent start, especially if Julio and A.J. Brown are on the field. Ooh, it's going to be good to go for everybody there. Henry, you start. And again, Julio, if he's healthy to go, I would start him even if he's like not 100% because he's Julio. And he's always, I don't know if his feet work anymore, but I don't know. Yeah, that guy just, when he plays, he'll put on the show. And I said Henry. All right, Seahawks at the Colts. Seahawks, easy. Wilson, Lockett, Metcalf. You start them, you start Carson. This team focuses on these four players. Rarely they'll get out of it. We'll see how Gerald Everett, the tight end that used to be with the Rams, now he's on the Seahawks. We'll see how he's integrated, but I wouldn't start him. But you start those guys and just feel good about it. Colts defense is pretty good, but you still have to start them because Seahawks they play all those guys. So that's a team that I never worry about starting them. They might disappoint, but for the Colts, all I can start is Jonathan Taylor. I don't know who else to start on the Colts. I don't know what that offense looks like. Wentz did not have a preseason. He was injured, didn't play in any preseason games. He's on a new team, new offense. They don't have Hilton. They lost John. No, they didn't lose. That was Titans lost John Smith. So I don't know what to expect from them. But you start Jonathan Taylor and I think Hines in PPR. So Hines in PPR would be good to start just because they need pass catchers. And Hines just signed a 3-year extension. So the Colts love Hines. So I would actually start him in PPR leagues. So he's not a bad start. And then Pittman, I don't know. I don't know what Wentz is going to look like. I'm so scared of Wentz in this offense. Their linemen are missing a few linemen. One of them is injured. Their main guy, I forget his name. So their offensive line is not all healthy. So they're going to have to throw the ball really quick. I don't know. It's going to be I want to start Pittman. Chargers at the Washington football team. Chargers, Herbert, you start Allen. Eckler, looks like he's good to go. They say he's ready to go. So I'm starting him. I'm not happy about it. Hamstring. Dude, get a massage, man. Deshaun Watson, how many massages did he get? Go to those massage parlors and get those massages. Don't touch the girls. Herbert, low expectations. Look, Washington defense might be the best defense in the league. This might be a disappointing game for a lot of these Chargers. So this game, I'm picking Washington to win. I think Washington with Fitz and that defense and those weapons, I think they're good to go. So Washington, Fitz, he's a good start in two quarterback leagues. I'm thinking of who I would start him over, like the top 12, but probably nobody. So if you have him, I start him in 2 quarterback leagues, but not in 1 quarterback leagues. McLaurin, Gibson, and I think Thomas is going to be a good start. I don't know. Well, these are all new guys, and we want to see what happens, right? I have no clue. So I'm gonna start these guys in week one. Yeah, Samuel's hurt. You're right. I saw that earlier today. But week one, the key to week one, I'm halfway through. The key to week one is study what teams will do. Because what teams will do in week one translates into week two, week three, not always, but you can learn a lot from week one because there's a lot of new coordinators, a lot of new offenses, a lot of new pieces on different offenses. So we want to see how they're integrated. All right, I'm going to jump to it quicker. Jets at Panthers. Jets, I'm okay starting Zach Wilson. Panthers defense, I don't think it's a good defense. I think they're even worse than they were last year, personally. And then, who else? Corey Davis. I think Corey Davis is a decent start. And then watch out for Elijah Moore. He might be the best wide receiver in that team at the end of the season. Panthers, Christian McCaffrey, you start. I would start DJ Moore. Jets do have a decent secondary, so maybe not too much expectations for DJ Moore. Anderson might be better this week, but I would start those guys. And that's it. And same thing, they have a rookie. I keep forgetting his name. Danny, if you remember, I think Danny's on. If you remember the rookie's name, Thomas. I think it's Thomas Jr. But sorry, it's in the back of my mind. I drafted him in like 3 leagues. But start these guys, and then for the Panthers, their quarterback Sam Darnold. I think I want to see what happens with this offense. So I think he's a decent quarterback, honestly, but we'll see. This is a new team, new offense. Hopefully they trust him. All right, Jags at Texans. This is going to be a fun game. So start everybody in the Jags. You could start Lawrence, Shenault, Jones, James Robinson, DJ Chark. You could probably start. I don't have a lot of faith in DJ Chark this year, but Lawrence is going to throw the ball, so you could start everybody on the Jags. Texans defense is horrible. They're the whole organization. I don't know what's going on there. The only person I will start from the Texans is Cooks. They're gonna have to throw to somebody. Taylor will have to throw to somebody, and Cooks can play everything. He can play the outside, the slot. So they might be using him. He has got experience there. Browns at Chiefs. Browns, Chubb, and Hunt, I would start. Especially against the Chiefs. They might be playing catch-up. So Hunt might get your PPR points. I think they both might do well. Landry is a good PPR start. And if you need to start, I'm starting Hooper. I don't feel good about it, but I'm starting him. But I would not advise to start Hooper. And Mayfield, I don't know. This Chiefs defense is supposed to be better. So we'll see. On the Chiefs, it's pretty easy. You start Mahomes. You start Clyde Edwards-Helaire, CEH. Hill and Kelsey. And hopefully we see a better CEH than the last year. So they did not sign anybody new. So I do have hope in CEH. I think a second year would definitely do him wonders. It's one guy I didn't draft in any leagues. I just kind of kept missing on him. He kept giving too early for me. But I like the guy. I think he's going to do well. All right, Dolphins at Patriots. Dolphins, definitely start Gaskin. I think he's the guy, especially in PPR. I would start Waddle against the Patriots. And Gesicki I think Gesicki over Hooper might be a better start. But the Patriots defense, it's the Patriots defense. They might come out and just completely shut out the Dolphins. That's the scary part. They always know how to put the defense together and play a good game. So their coaching staff has always been great about that. So I'm a little scared about Gesicki. Waddle, I think Waddle's talent is probably the best talent out of all the wide receivers. So he might show off this week. But if you drafted him later, you got better options. Patriots start Damian Harris. I think he's going to be the workhorse. Now Cam Newton is gone. I really, really feel Damian Harris is going to be the guy. So hopefully, cross your fingers. Hopefully they give him the work, and he's going to be the horseback on the Patriots. Myers and Jonnu Smith are a good start. And Mac Jones, I don't know. I don't know about the Dolphins' defense is not bad. It's actually a good defense. So I don't know. This is another game. I'm definitely going to watch this game because these two teams have a lot of new pieces. I want to see what happens with a lot of these guys on these both of these teams, especially in this division. They might not be the best in the division, but there's a lot of fantasy value there, potential fantasy value for the long run. Packers at the Saints. I'm a Packers fan. Stevenson, we're going to go back to the Patriots. I drafted him in some leagues. Let's see, right? I want to learn this week how they use him. Is he going to be the pass catching guy? Because they still have James White. So I don't know. I want to see how that's in there, how they're integrating White and Stevenson. Like watching yesterday's game with Dallas and Tampa Bay, you could see they didn't use Bernard until the very end. Danny's saying Blunt 2.0. Maybe. I'm hoping. I drafted him like in deeper leagues. I drafted him, so I have him on my bench. I'm hoping for that. That Blunt hit. Oh, that season was amazing. If you had Blunt, oh my gosh. All right, Packers at the Saints. My Packers. Rodgers is his last year with the Packers. It's gonna be a sad year. I think he's gonna be a Bronco. So Aaron Rodgers. Devontae Adams. Yeah, Devontae Adams, Aaron Jones. You start. This game, I want to see how they integrate AJ Dillon. I want to see how they use him. Now that Jamal Williams is gone, Jamal Williams took a lot of passes from Aaron Jones. The only thing I'm scared of with Aaron Jones is that Randall Cobb is there. He's going to play in the slot. I felt like when Randall Cobb wasn't there, the Packers might be using Aaron Jones more in the passing game. Now that Randall Cobb is there, he might steal that from him. But I'm definitely watching for these guys in this game to see how they're used. For the Saints, I can't wait to see Winston. I think Winston is going to have a good season. I'm really cheering for him. Dillon, not known. Actually, he's actually a pretty good, decent pass catcher. So there was a couple of games last year. He's not bad. So maybe that's something the Packers are holding back, and they might use him. It's going to be good to see. So Winston, Kamara, and the Callaway is a good start. Look, they don't have a lot of weapons to throw in on the Saints. That's it for those teams, but go Pack, go. And then Broncos at the Giants. Two good defenses here. This might be a low-scoring game, so if you're a betting person, I would bet the under. I don't know. I don't have my Vegas odds out, but I will be doing that when I have a chance because I love put some bets on there, over and under. But this will be probably a low-scoring game. I do want to see these are good defenses. I will start Judy, and I will start Noah Fant. Personally, those are the only two guys I will start. I will want to wait on Javonte Williams, and I want to wait on how they use their running backs. For the Giants, start Barkley. Look, if you draft him, you have to start him. Bottom line, I would actually start Golladay and possibly Shepard. For maybe deeper leagues, Shepard. You probably have, even Golladay, but you probably drafted people better than Golladay. But I think Golladay looks like he's healthy to go today. I saw a news report. He's good to go. He's not on the injured list. I'm a Kenny Golladay fan. I'm going to be supporting him and cheering him on like nobody's business. I'm not a Giants fan, but I'm a Kenny Golladay fan. I think his talent is there. Injuries have ruined it. I don't know about Tony. I want to see. I think this is going to be a defensive game, not a lot of fantasy points. We got spoiled yesterday with Tampa Bay and with the Cowboys. I don't think it's going to happen this weekend. There's going to be some games like probably this one. It's going to be a lot of low scoring. And Sunday night game, Bears at the Rams. Same thing, two good defenses. But you have to start Montgomery. You have to start Allen Robinson. For the Rams, I have Stafford in my Dynasty League. I'm not starting him. I'm starting Rodgers and Winston. Those are my starts. It's a 2-quarterback Dynasty League. Danny's in there. I'm starting those guys. I'm afraid of starting Stafford. Again, I want to see how how he does on the new offense. But I think the Bears are not that great of a defense, just because I'm a Packers fan. But I will start Kupp and Woods. And Higbee might be a sneaky start as a tight end. But I wouldn't start any running backs in this game. I just want to see how they're going to use Sonny Michel. Very, very interested in that. Ravens at the Raiders, Monday Night Football. Man, the Ravens, they lost 3 running backs, and they lost their best corner. So I have some Ravens defense in some leagues, but whatever. Start Lamar, start Andrews. Marquise Brown might be a good start just because Raiders defense, I don't think it's great. I don't think they improved anything for the Raiders. I think it's an easy Ravens win, even though I think for the Raiders, now that the defense for the Ravens is depleted, I think Waller, Jacobs, and possibly Ruggs might have that blow-up game. I'm watching Bryan Edwards. I think Bryan Edwards is the next guy up. I drafted him in a Dynasty League a year ago. I like the talent. So, how do I feel about Latavius Murray, the question? I don't feel good. I think he's old. There's a reason why the Saints did not trust him this year. So I don't feel good about it. But again, I want to see what this team looks like on Monday. They have time to prepare for Monday night. So I want to see how they utilize these running backs. These new upcoming running backs that have not played in the system. I just think it's good for Lamar. I think if you have Lamar Jackson on your fantasy, I think he's going to run the ball more than normal. So that's a good thing. So that's it. Also, Jacobs so if you have Jacobs, here's some advice. Take Jacobs away from your running back position. Put him in your flex position just in case on Monday night, if he's injured and you don't have Drake as your backup, you might have to spot start a Bryan Edwards or pick up somebody off the waivers. Keep that flex open. I always tell everybody, the late games, Sunday night games, and Monday night games, put your running backs, your starting running backs, even if Christian McCaffrey is playing on Monday night, I'm putting Christian McCaffrey in my flex spot just because anything can happen. In this situation, Jacobs has an injury going in to this game. So they haven't, a lot of reports are not coming up about Jacobs, but I would definitely put him in your flex spot. Keep that flex spot open just in case he's inactive. Go out and you can grab one of those wide receivers. So any questions, hit me up on Instagram. I will post this live thing on my Instagram page. And for Sit and Starts, I just couldn't record my full podcast today. I work Saturday and Sunday, like I said in the beginning. So good luck this week. It's going to be a fun Sunday. Good luck on your fantasy squads. That's it. All right. Bye, Danny.
Dude, you better not be sleeping after that podcast. That was an amazing message. Thank you for listening, and please subscribe to the YouTube channel, The Commissioner. Also subscribe on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Any comments, questions, concerns, send them to the Instagram page, The Commissioner, your fantasy football guide.